What will the future be like after the war is won?
Well, in one of the descriptions is in Isaiah 61, where it talks about to proclaim freedom from the captives. The Lord has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to preach good news to the poor, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God. The day of vengeance of our God is when Jesus returns and he takes vengeance on our enemies who have been prevailing against us, and to comfort those who mourn, to provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of the ashes from the nuclear fallout, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. And they will be called the oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of his splendor. They will rebuild the ancient ruins and restore the places long devastated by the nuclear destruction. They will renew the ruined cities that have been devastated for generations. Aliens will shepherd your flocks. Foreigners will work your fields and vineyards. And you will be called priests of the Lord, and you will be named ministers of our God. And you will feed on the wealth of nations, and in their riches you will boast. Instead of their shame, my people will receive a double portion, which is what happened to Job after he went through his attack. Job was attacked by 3 bands of Chaldeans and a band of Sabians. The sky was darkened, the crops were destroyed, the fields were ruined, and he sat in piles of ashes, and he suffered an example of a nuclear devastation and radiation sickness. But in the end, Job received a double portion, and it's an example of this scripture right here that says, my people will receive a double portion instead of disgrace, and they will rejoice in their inheritance, and so they will inherit a double portion in their land, and everlasting joy will be theirs. Everlasting joy is joy that will never, ever again be interrupted. Everlasting joy is coming. We are going to emerge from this end-time massive military conflict involving an army of 200 million in Revelation 9. And they are the armies of heaven, the armies of heaven are coming to destroy them. In Revelation 19, Jesus arrives, the heavens open. He's the rider on the white horse with eyes of blazing fire, robe dripping in blood. With vengeance he judges and makes war. And he comes to strike down the nations that have formed the army of 200 million. And then 1/3 of mankind is killed by the fire, smoke, and sulfur. We emerge because we are, like a popular song says, we are the champions of the world. Thank you for listening.